Thank you. It's good to see so many faces in the community. It's been a while, and there's certainly been some fantastic presentations. So good luck to you guys all. My name is Jasper. I'm coming to you from the Duane Hospital and Health Service. But tonight I want to talk to you about a program that will be run right here in this room at the Harvey Bay Medical Centre. Quite recently, a few organisations in the local region got together, so like the QAS, the Harvey Bay Neighbourhood Centre, the local primary health network, and the Duane Hospital and Health Service to try and identify a gap or a lack of service in Harvey Bay. And what we have found is that elderly citizens aged 65 or over who have suffered fall in this area don't have the same type of access to full prevention services, say someone in Brisbane or someone in Canada. So we have made this a priority for us. Every year, roughly 1 in 4 elderly Australians will suffer a fall. Of this, 49% of all hospitalisations for the elderly are a result of fall, and 80% of all injury-related hospitalisations are a result of fall. So as we can see, it does have a significant impact on the elderly community, but as I said before, there's not much out there that they can access in terms of services, and it is really difficult to find one in this region especially. While it is good that we can go into the hospital, you can go to your local general practice and get treated and then go home, what we need to do is we need to step back and look at the whole biopsychosocial aspect of this person. We need to look at the behavioural aspect, the biological aspect, the environmental aspect, and the socio-economic aspect. But really, I'm here to talk to you guys tonight about the socio-economic aspect. So for these senior citizens, we want to look at their education level. We want to look at the lack of social interactions that they may be having, the limited access to health and social services, and the lack of community services in the area. So I'm here tonight to talk to you guys about this concept of a life cafe. A life cafe is going to be run here in conjunction with the Harvey Bay Neighbourhood Centre, and this concept originated in the Scandinavian regions of Europe. And how it works essentially is that we bring a group of people together to discuss and talk about a particular topic, in this case falls, and get these people to talk about their experiences with falls, how they have recovered from suffering a fall, and what they have changed in their life to prevent and reduce repeat falls. This group session is about getting elderly people to talk about a potentially embarrassing topic and turn that conversation into something that is free-flowing, informative, and a real group collaborative discussion that is supported by peers from both the Harvey Bay Neighbourhood Centre and the Duane Hospital and Health Service. The Life Cafe aspect means that the sessions themselves will have a themed aspect to them. So one session might have a theme of nutrition, and it will be held right behind us in the cafe. The next session might be about exercise, and it will be held in this open area, and that we'll have on display some very basic exercises that they can follow at home. It's all about fostering an environment that allows people to open up to their experiences. The Hospital and Health Service will provide limited support in the terms of guest speakers at each session, and these guest speakers will be related to the theme of the session. So if the theme is around nutrition, a dietitian will be in attendance. There's also plans in the work to add a strength and mobility program prior to this group support session. What this allows is for people to come in and not only have the social setting, but also have a strength and mobility program that will be delivered by the local primary health network, and that will allow them to increase their confidence in their balance to reduce repeat falls. If successful in receiving the grant, the money will not go into the coffers of the Hospital and Health Service, but instead will be redistributed into the community through the Harvey Bay Neighbourhood Centre. It will be used to cover the cost of renting our facilities like this. It will be used to cover the cost of getting equipment so that we can display these exercises to these elderly people. And it will also be used to cover the cost of bringing these people to and from these sessions through the Transcom Care, which is already a subsidised service, but by making it free for these people, we're able to provide equity and equality to all people, no matter what their socio-economic status is. Thank you. was a successful program. So that one targeted our elderly people who suffer from depression.
Right.
And it's bringing in them, so they quite, have a quite popular concept of a neighbourhood centre, and they're quite varied. But getting elderly people to them instead of younger people is something that they struggle with. And by having these theme sessions and rotating the locations of these sessions, they might be in the neighbourhood centre, it might be at the local cafe, they're able to increase participants, and as a result, everyone, the satisfaction rate rose up quite significantly.
What's your funding for the sources at the moment?
Sorry?
I'm just interested in what your funding sources are for at the moment.
So,
What's your funding sources?
funding source, yeah. So this program is designed to be a part of a much larger full wide-based full collaborative, which has multiple stakeholders. We're setting up this project in collaboration with the Neighbourhood Centre to be self-sufficient. So this will be run independently of it, but it will still receive people from the hospital, from the GPs and primary health network, and also self-referred, so they might hear about this, they just come along without our intervention. Thank you.